feeding time. Cheyenne was eating, but got interrupted when I turned on the camcorder. Hello audience. Today I'm going to talk about car ventilation for dogs. I actually did a video titled Car Ventilation for Dogs back in April 2013, which that's been a little over 2 years back. And in that video I talk about using big battery powered fans to keep your dogs cool in the car. Well, today I'm going to go more in depth about, using fans in your car to help keep your dog comfy. And also, if you're traveling with your dog, taking him on a car ride, taking him on a walk at a park, but you need to stop at the store on the way home, you can, still do that when it's hot. But what you're gonna see a little bit later in the video is me suggesting that keep your car shut and locked with the air conditioning left going. So anyway, let's get started. The video that I did 2 years ago discussing the topic on fans will be linked down below in the description, but right now I'm going to make a correction from my video Car Ventilation for Dogs 2 years back. In that video I demonstrate this Craftsman fan. Bought this fan at Sears several years back so Paco could have ventilation in the car when I took him places. I mean, Paco is now deceased, that is, and I quit using this fan simply because it blows very little air at all. I mean, probably, you see how thin the blades are. That's probably why it blows very little air at all, and plus the batteries to it are shit. Anyway, of course I bought one of these Makita fans shortly after I got Cheyenne and Tonto back early 2013. And both of them blow a good amount of air. Whenever I bought, my first Makita, these are Makita, by the way. They make power tools also. I think they're at the top of the line brand. But anyway, I ended up, buying Makita. I saw it advertised on the line, and has a lot thicker blades than the Craftsman back there, so blows way more air. Then after I got one Makita, I ended up buying another Makita. I mean, so both my dogs could have fans, and to replace the Craftsman that blows very little air at all. These both blow a good amount of air. Of course, I have in my video linked below, of course I demonstrate this charger here. This is a charger that recharges the batteries to the fans. Of course, this is my toolbox with extra batteries. I got 6 of these batteries total. For those of you who watched my last car ventilation video, I talk about how both of these fans were about $80 each. This charger was about gosh, it's been it's been 2 years ago now, little over 2 years. I don't remember exactly how much, but it was around about $90. And these batteries, well, I had a battery out just a few minutes ago, but they were like $95 a piece, and I guess it was money well spent. I mean, if these last me several years, of course, I mean, spending over 2 years, and both these batteries still charge up and run just fine. You get like an hour and a half of run time on one charge. This fan has a high and a low speed. I always turn it on high. These fans on high for maximum comfort, and on high give out an hour and a half run time. So from my last video, some of you may have thought, well, I do not want to spend that kind of money on a fan. I don't want to spend $80 for a fan. I don't want to spend the amount of money that, you know, I spent on a charger and batteries. So therefore, I have a solution to that. The Home Depot, which I just pulled up online, sells, you know, fans similar to what I just demonstrated. I mean, the big battery pack that, you know, pulls in and out. Of course, this fan that Home Depot sells is a real Ryobi, and they are $39.97 each, which is half as much as I paid for, you know, my Makita fans. The longevity of this fan, I'm not sure. You can research more if you want, but if you don't want to go the same route I did with high expenses, then maybe get online to Home Depot and order you one of these Ryobi fans. And hopefully they'll do just as well for you as the fans that I just demonstrated. And that right there is the, oops, a little bit too, there we go. That is the battery and the charger with the battery that you'll need for, you know, that Ryobi Home Depot fan that I just showed you. You can get a pack, you can get you a battery and a charger in a one kit for $49.97. Of course, I mean, you may want to order you an extra battery, so I mean an extra battery so your fan can have enough run time. But anyways, those are just you know, few solutions if you don't want to go high dollar and pay all that high dollar, you know, technology. Yeah, these fans are a must-have, and at least in my mind, a must-have if you have, you know, dogs that ride in the car with you all the times. I mean, on mild days, I mean, like 72 degrees or below, I'll leave my windows down about yay much, well, halfway down, so my dogs can't get out of the car, and set the fans by the window, point them to where they're blowing up towards the dog, and at the window, help them, you know, keep them comfy. And these fans are also good for, you know, supplementing air conditioning going in the car. Like, you know, Cheyenne sits up front, I'll have one of these fans sitting on the floorboard. I'll have the vents of the air conditioner, vents set to where the air will blow underneath the dashboard and also out the dashboard vents. And I mean, that helps a lot. And I keep the other fan in the back so, you know, Tonto can have, you know, ventilation, where Tonto, you know, yeah, because Tonto's a dog that sits in the back seat, so the fan in the back is, you know, good for like supplementing the coolness going in the car. It actually does get pretty stuffy in my car with the sun shining in it, and also 3 warm bodies riding around. Now I'm going to discuss whenever you're taking your dog riding around and you have to stop at a store and it's like 80 degrees and above outside. Another thing I highly recommend for that is actually leaving the air conditioning on in your car whenever you go shopping in the store, especially if you're only going to be a few minutes. And my car has keyless start. It starts with this remote nearby, and all I have to do is turn the ignition. But with my car, what I do is, like if I'm going to Walmart with Cheyenne and Tonto, what I'll do is I'll go in the store and I'll like leave the air conditioning on for the dogs and them fans going, and I'll like, you know, keep all my doors locked. All I have to do is to make sure all the doors are locked and nobody can steal my car is push the electronic button outside the door once I have it shut with the car turned on, and that will lock, you know, all 4 doors. And for some of you, just simply, you know, have them old-fashioned cars where you just, you know, stick the key in the ignition rather than keyless start with what I have. What I recommend in that case is getting you an extra key made for your car, and leave your car. Sorry for the interruption there. My camera battery just went dead, so therefore I have my camera plugged up and charging. But what the point I was making is, if you have one of them old-fashioned cars where you just, especially an older car where you just stick the key in your ignition to start, get you an extra key made, and leave all the your air conditioning going in the car with your doors shut, and use that extra key, you know, to unlock your doors whenever you get back out of the store. That way all your doors can stay locked, and hopefully nobody will break in and steal your car with it running with the AC on, keeping your dogs nice and comfortable. I know a lot of the newer cars nowadays have computer chip keys, and in order to have another computer chip key made, you would have to go to your automotive dealer and pay like, you know, $100, you know, to have like, you know, an extra computer chip key made for your car. So in that case, I mean, I think in most cases for computer chip key cars, you can, like, you know, still take that, you know, computerized key to Walmart or another key making department and have a regular key made with the same texture. And of course, we all know, I mean, that won't turn on your car, because I mean your car requires a computerized key, but it should still unlock your doors. So in other words, you can like leave your car running, and you can have that extra key from Walmart, and I mean, and it should be able to unlock your doors. Even though it won't start up, it will, like, you know, still unlock your doors. Well, anyway, I'll be back here in a minute. Fixing to take these guys on a car ride. My very, very, very precious pooches. And to show you what I'm talking about, I have the air conditioner going, have it set to where it blows out the dashboard, and underneath there, the dashboard as well, I got Cheyenne's fan keeping her comfy. Here's Tonto back here. I got Tonto's fan keeping him comfy as well. As I mentioned in the video earlier, my car is keyless start. It's a Nissan Rogue. Here's the remote. As long as I have the remote on me, I can stop, turn it off, turn it back on without a key, which I think that's very much cool. And let's say I'm stopping somewhere, you know, on my way home, while I'm taking them on a car ride. Of course, I'll keep the doors shut and locked with the air conditioning going, fans going. All I have to do is push my electronic button and all four doors are locked, and they cannot be unlocked unless, you know, I'm right by this car with the remote. Okay, whenever I have my remote close by, I can, like, you know, unlock the car as soon as I get back. But as long as I'm not around with my remote, these doors will never unlock. Thank you for watching.